Do you want to lift on your Toyota pickup or SUV? Do you want to look cooler than any other Wrangler out there? Do you want to take it off-roading and go cross-country with your new Toyota? Well, you're in luck. Trailhunter is right up your canyon. SEMA is going on right now, and there's a lot of stuff coming from Toyota, especially with their trucks. You can see the GR86 getting some love and attention, the Supra, of course, the GR Corolla getting some love and attention. And what we're going to focus on, well, by the way, at the very bottom, before SEMA even started, it says, hey, by the way, you can get a 3-inch TRD lift kit for your Toyota Tundra pickup truck from not the factory, but you can get it done at the dealership for a cool price of $4K. Hey, I don't think that's a bad deal, getting that lift for $4K, and it includes Bilstein shocks, Roush forged upper control arms, red TRD coil, TRD tuned coil springs, etc. The news isn't about TRD today. We're going beyond TRD. We're going big time. Trademark that happened all those years ago, and I made a video. I'll put the date of when we heard Trailhunter for the first time. It was 2-3 years ago. It is now seen in the flesh. We have the Trailhunter concept previewing a new grade of Toyota trucks at SEMA, and you might be saying, Kirk, pump the brakes. It's a concept. We've seen this before. Look at the Lexus GX overlanding or GX off-road concept. They made 2 of those. Nothing ever came out of it. Toyota is promising that these will be coming to their trucks and SUVs. Trailhunter trucks will be purpose-built overlanding rigs with authentic performance straight from Toyota. And Trailhunter will strengthen Toyota's commitment to the overlanding community and take its legendary Go Anywhere credentials to the next level. Toyota is planning to offer purpose-built trucks and SUVs under the Trailhunter name to outdoor enthusiasts who long for the off-the-grid expeditions. Trailhunter will serve as a flagship. Yeah, TRD Pro, no, relegated. It's all about Trailhunter now for the top dog Toyota pickup truck and SUV. Trailhunter will serve as a flagship offering to inspire and support modifications of Toyota trucks with Toyota genuine or associated accessory products, equipment across the lineup. So you'll have Toyota branded products for these Trailhunter, but it's not just going to be, I mean, look at the TRD Pro. They use rigid headlights, etc., Bilstein shocks. So you're going to have associated, did I say Bilstein? I meant Bilstein's on my mind because we just saw them in that TRD lift, but they also use Fox shocks, right? So Trailhunter trucks will come straight from the factory equipped to meet the needs of overlanding enthusiasts. These trucks will be developed in-house by our engineering teams and will be the most capable OEM overlanding solutions designed to meet Toyota's legendary quality, durability, and reliability standards. The concept truck on display at the SEMA 22 show is equipped with a Trailhunter specific suspension setup, skid plates, roof rack, bumpers, lighting, refrigerator, which is ironic because all the images were them in the snow, rooftop tent, and more. So when can we see production versions of this Trailhunter? Here we go. Toyota will share additional Trailhunter details next year. Every truck will be designed from the ground up to include the overlanding modifications and components enthusiasts expect. The Trailhunter badge, which resembles a compass to reinforce that the journey is the main purpose, will represent the vehicle's bona fide credentials as a highly functional and purpose-built overlanding rig. Going back to the Toyota newsroom, they also have some cool Sequoias here. This one being designed by David over at Four-Wheel Drive Toyota Owner magazine. I had dinner with him during the first drive of the Toyota Tundra pickup truck around San Antonio. So that was pretty cool to meet him and see him and his work with this four-wheel drive Sequoia. It's almost like a glimpse of what will be with the overlanding Trailhunter model when that comes out probably in a year or 2. And what about the 4Runner? Nothing on the 4Runner here, interestingly, right? The 4Runner is a little bit old at this point, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes out with a bang with a Trailhunter 4Runner for a couple of years, because we're not going to redesign. I just made a video on the new 4Runner, and it's supposed to come out as a 2025 model year, maybe in 2025 or late 2024. So we're still waiting a long time for that, and it gives us a lot of time for Toyota to give the Trailhunter badge to this generation of 4Runner before it leaves us. And on the Lexus end of things, we have a 600 horsepower Lexus IS 350. And no, they're not using the 2GR engine, the naturally aspirated. Of course, it can't be naturally aspirated and get 600 horsepower. What they're doing is they're taking the V35A twin turbo V6, let's say from the LS, for example, and they're putting a pair of billet compressor wheel turbochargers on there. And this engine has been massaged with CT28 turbos that have been leveled up with increased boost levels and recalibrated fuel and ignition curves to allow the IS to see over 600 horsepower on E85 fuel. You can see the additional enhancements to this engine and vehicle here, but I didn't even know people were able to modify this engine that much. So maybe Toyota and Lexus are open to having higher horsepower derivatives of their twin turbo V6. Fingers crossed we would see it from the factory. I'm just not going to get my hopes up. When have we seen an engine modified for Lexus other than their normal bread and butter engines? Yes, we have the 5-liter V8, but that's always produced around 470 horsepower. We've never seen it supercharged from the lineup or turbocharged. They don't do any of that. They just stick to old reliable, and they don't have any high performance or higher tunes of their engines. If you look at BMW and the B58, gosh, that thing has had lots of different tunes. And there's also the S58, which has a ton of more power and torque than the standard B58. Toyota, they're like, no, we're not touching that. You get the V35A in two cars in the lineup. What the LX has it right now, the GX will have it, and the LS has it. I think that's all that has this twin turbo V6 other than this one-off SEMA vehicle. So, man, people were asking for the twin turbo V6 in the IS before it was announced, and we got the same old IS 352 GR engine. Great engine, should be the base engine. Instead, the base engine is a turbo 4-cylinder on rear-wheel drive or a detuned 2GR on the IS 300 all-wheel drive. The 350 engine should be base, in my opinion. That would do really, really well against the turbocharged variants from Genesis, Acura, with those 2-liter turbos that they have. The IS 500, there's none available in the country that I'm aware of. I looked in cars.com, didn't see one available in the country, so it's essentially vaporware at this point. So we would love to have a twin turbo V6 in the IS. I just don't think it's ever coming. And this is almost like, hey, have fun with it before we cancel this vehicle and bring out a modular IS that has the ability for internal combustion, also the ability for a full battery electric variant. I think that's what's coming next for the IS. Now, they didn't stop showing just the IS. They also had the Lexus Electrified Sport there to kind of vision their BEV future, which seems very far off at this point. We also have the LX600 Urban concept, which looks really cool. I don't know what else to say. It looks like it was in Need for Speed Underground, essentially, which is pretty badass. Anyways, LX600 Alpine lifestyle concept. So they're taking that more overlanding idea with the LX, and they're also giving the GX another overlanding concept, this being the third overlanding concept for the GX. And then we also have our first, probably, as I'm aware of, the first SEMA RX 500 F Sport. That is in purple. And I saw a purple RX here in Naples not that long ago. So they're out there. People like putting purple in those RXs. So I'm going to end it there. Are you excited for the Trailhunter lineup to, make TRD Pro look cheap? Can you imagine what this is going to cost? A Trailhunter Tundra, $100K? I don't know. That's just a guess. Depends on what kind of equipment they put on there, what kind of modifications they make to the suspension, etc. But it's not going to be cheap. So I'll see what you guys have to say down below. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe for more Toyota updates like this one. Have a great day. Take care of yourselves, and peace out.